Why, bro? Why? Why do you want a woman, man? They're exhausting, bro. They are exhausting. Women are they're just too much, bro. They're just too much. They're not worth, I just don't think they're worth it anymore. Were they ever worth it? Maybe. But I don't think they're worth it no more. Or maybe it's just me, but I don't know. It's just like, I don't want to do, if all this stuff is true about what women want, I'm not doing all that, bro. I'm not doing all that. I don't need to go do all that. There's a lot of dudes that want to go do all that. They want to like go and hustle and grind and wear all the outfits and buy all the nice cars and start all these businesses, get all these degrees and get this high-paying job and move up and shark this and shark that, and you're just get the hot women and take them places and do all this stuff. Man, that just sounds like a lot of work. That just sounds like way too much. I'm not doing all that. I don't even want to make conversation with a woman. That's step one. That's step one. Forget about the 50 other steps. Forget about the cars and the trips to Europe. Forget about the making money and forget about the moving up to a management position, bro. I don't even want to talk to a woman. Because they're just, you ever talk to them, bro? I feel like I've talked to all of them. Like I've had every conversation and and they play so many games. I'll just sit there. I'm just like, yeah, you're just going to play games. Yeah, just go ahead, play. Just play your games. Just play your games. Yeah, just try to act like you're somebody you're not. Okay, cool. Yeah, cool. Yeah, I'll have this conversation with somebody who's not even real. Okay, yeah. Go ahead. Yeah, you want me to text you because then you can play some games, time delay, all this stuff. Like, it's just, I'm not. Who's doing this, bro? Who's doing this today? Who's doing this? I want to know. Somebody comment down below. You doing this, bro? You doing this? You doing all this? Really? Really? Who's doing all this, man? If I have a woman, it's gonna be because I didn't do shit to get her. That's the only way a woman's coming in my life. Poof, she just appears. She's on the couch knitting and she's got something cooking. Cool. Did I do anything to get her? Not a damn thing. Don't even know how she got here. She's kind of hot, nice, sick. Stays quiet for the most part. They're just too much, bro. When you think about all the stuff you gotta do, I'd be seeing all my, I've seen my family, I've seen my friends, I've seen close relatives, and I've seen all the stuff that some people I've seen, their relationships kind of closely, and then just seeing what all these dudes are doing out there. You got to go to games, and you got to go on trips. And to get the woman in the first place, you got to go on dates, and you got to get on dating apps, and you got to get left on red about 1,000 times to just get one that's kind of mid, maybe like 5. She's like a 5 or 6, with a couple drinks in you. And then you're just kind of like, well, I've gotten left on red by 1,000 other women. So, if I can get some pussy with this, okay, I guess I'll have children. Like, if you can kind of laugh and you're not just absolutely terrible, then I guess I'll have children with you and we can, I'll go and, I'll take you on all these dates and we'll go to cafes and have little muffins and lattes in the morning on a Saturday morning and go on little stupid walks and talk about bullshit. I ain't doing all that, bruh. I don't care. I don't care. I've skipped that. I skipped it when I was like 24 or 23. I think I saw, holy shit. I think something in me just clicked and I was like, holy shit. It's all just bullshit all the way up to maybe I can just skip all that. Then when you skip all that, there's nobody for you. It's all, well, I mean, there's nobody for, are there women who like dudes that live in a basement that, watch tennis all day and, have some books that he never reads? Some electric candles? I'd like to get real candles. I'm kind of worried about them falling over, starting a fire, all that stuff. Man, we can't even live in a society where we got real candles anymore. That's the most depressing thing of all. But like, who's doing that? What chick's just coming in here and like, what do you do for a living? I pull equipment upstairs. In really cold weather and hot weather, all sorts of traffic conditions, all sorts of crazy stuff going on. You make good money? Not really. Okay. Sure. I'll date you. I'll be quiet. I'll be intellectual. I'll have a good conversation with you. I'll tell you good things about yourself. I won't nag you. I won't try to control you. I'll just kind of let you be you. I'll just kind of love you for you. Who's that? Nobody, bro. Ain't nobody out there like that, bro. But because I'm not going and doing all the stuff. I don't need to reach. I don't care about making money. What is money, bro? You think, oh yeah, you'll be enough when you get the money and then you get that car and then that car and then you get a house and you get a bigger house and you get a hot girl and you get a hotter girl and then you get a hotter girl. It's like, where does it end, bro? And they all suck at that level anyway, because they're all just like material, superficial people. They're just in it for status, and most of those women are just on the phone, just scrolling. What can you do for me? It's all about, bro. I'm watching the Madrid Open right now. It's a tennis tournament. Apologies about the sirens out there, but it's a tennis tournament. There's chicks that are courtside with these like rich ass dudes. They probably all go to Real Madrid games. They're probably just super wealthy. And like, they're just courtside, beautiful women. And they're just like taking pictures of the players. They're like, they're updating their Instagram stories, obviously. Update the Instagram stories, Snapchat, all this stuff. Take a picture of the player, take video of the player. Instagram, they're not even watching the match, bro. They're not even watching the match. If a girl sitting next to me was doing that, I'd take the phone out and just throw it in the middle of the court. Like, what are you doing? Like, Lorenzo Musetti and Jack Draper are playing. Like, have some respect. Do you know what you're watching right now? You're watching two of they're just at the prime. They're peak. They're 23. They're just coming up. They're really good. Have some respect. Nobody cares about your Instagram story. But you can't do nothing with these women, bro. They're just awful. They're just ghouls. They're just, yeah, bro. And you got to work so hard to get those ones. That's the biggest joke of all. You got to work harder than anything that you've ever done as a man. You got to go out there. You got to hustle. You got to pull 17-hour days just back to back to back to back for years on end and kill yourself and get this side hustle going, this business going, and don't worry about this, getting all this advice on Twitter, all those Twitter advice coaches that are just garbage. Make all this money in this amount of time and driving all nice cars and stuff. You do all that just to get crap women that are just that's what they're attracted to. They're into that. I ain't doing all that. Like I said, I'm not even doing, for the life of me, I can't bring it on myself to, like, if I struck it up with a chick, right, and we were like really hitting it off, I'd be thinking like, yeah, this is good, but like eventually I'm gonna have to take you, like, the obvious next course of action would be like to take you on a date and stuff, and I don't want to do that. But like it'd have to be some chick that just is like real from the jump, who's like, there's no bullshit. You're just like a real human being in front of me, and it's it's almost like, can I just be quiet and just suck your dick? Like, yeah. And I'm not gonna tell you anything about myself that's like fake. Like, I'll just tell you all the bad things about myself. Cool. But hopefully it's not a lot of bad, though. Is there a lot of bad? Well, it's kind of, maybe not. Maybe not. It's like, where's a chick that's just like chill, healthy, balanced, no trauma, hasn't been ran through about 50 times, isn't really into money or status or prestige, kind of just wants kind of a dude that's just kind of chill, has a good head on his shoulders, just kind of values the simple little things in life, not really trying to do all that much. He kind of just as good with himself, just kind of like chill, like good within himself. Where's that chick? Give me that chick. Send her my way. I got a basement couch, real warm for her. And I ain't doing the rest of it, bruh. All these dudes talking about, oh, you just gotta reach another level. You just gotta do this, you gotta do that. You just gotta know what you're doing with women. You have all these experience with women. You gotta make money, and you gotta play hard to get, and you gotta know what you're doing on the phone, and you gotta not care, but then you gotta show them like fun, but then like not too much fun. You gotta be like serious and kind of instruct them and kind of lead them, but then don't be too much and kind of like, but then you gotta be yourself. But then, what do you mean? What do you mean? Being myself is just like giving up entirely. That's what being myself is. You got to be yourself. Okay, I'll just be myself. Don't really care to talk to women. Don't really care to like get their validation or approval anymore. Not really trying to like make them laugh. I'm just kind of good, like just kind of chilling. I would ideally just want a girl to just kind of meander into the back patio. That's kind of like, she kind of looks a little bit like Sydney Sweeney. I'll just kind of open the door and be like, hey, yeah, cool. Are you chill? Yeah. All right, come on in. You know what I mean? Like, where are the stray women? Where are the stray wild women out there in the neighborhood? Just kind of looking for a nice little basement. Just kind of looking for a nice little home, just a little place to get snug. Real submissive, trying to be very, very respectful, and just kind of Don't don't be annoying. Don't be annoying. Don't make me like, bro, like who's doing all this, bro? Aren't you a grown adult? Like I say women are children and like you got to like treat them like your children. Like aren't you a grown adult though? Can't you like why are you so insecure that you have to like play all these games and try to get control over me? Why do you want control over me? Why? Is that really going to do it for you? Is that what you were put on this earth to do? Just get control over men? That's your thing? That's what really gets you going? Yeah, I just got a ton of control. What'd you fucking die and God says, what'd you do? Yeah, I just got over on a ton of men in my life. And then I died. Okay. Cool. Like, congrats. Why are you trying to do all that? Why are these women trying to do all this? Why are you guys just so full of shit too? Like why is everything that you guys say just like a lie? Why are you guys constantly trying to play a game? Like you're just constantly trying to fuck with men's minds. Why can't you just like relax? Just like relax. It ain't that serious. Why don't you just relax and just like trust that like I'm not gonna leave you and I'm not gonna abuse you and I'm just like a chill dude who just wants to watch tennis and just go do my job and come home at the end of the night and eat and just kind of chill and just maybe, have some feminine company like I'm a simple guy. I ain't out here trying to conquer the world. I'm not on some fucking world domination type shit. I don't want to like, yeah, I don't want to do nothing. It's like, why do these guys want to do all this shit? Bro, there ain't nothing in it anyway. You're just wasting all this time. All this time and energy. Why don't you just let good things come to you? Why don't you just like focus on being a good human being and just kind of like working hard, keeping your head down, staying out of the way. Just focus on being decent, being not nice to people, because nice is fake, but being like good, just kind of service to people, just kind of do your part. Stay humble. But no, all these dudes just want to, ooh, I'm gonna go make all this money and drive all these cars and not show emotion and just, be this stoic blah blah, and I'm gonna get this hot chick that I can put to the side of me, and we're gonna create a family, and it's gonna be this legendary bloodline, and we're just gonna dominate the world. And it's like, bro, it ain't that serious, bro. That sounds like a lot of work. If that ever ends up happening to me, I'll be shocked. From where I'm sitting now, from what my life is currently, if that ever happens, I would be shocked. I'd probably kill myself. So I'd just be like, how did this happen? This wasn't it. Yeah, man, women they're just way too much, bro. Why do you want a woman, bro? They're not like all that. They're not as good as you think they are. They're just a problem. They're just a headache. Most of them, 9.98 out of 10 of them, are just a huge headache. They're just gonna kill you. They're just gonna make your life worse. So honestly, you should just really give up on them. Just kind of let them do their all, they created this feminist world. They're on their whatever type shit. Miss Independent, playing mind games, playing head games. Everything's on the phone. Everything's digital. Oh, I'm too insecure. Let me run around and get creamed by a bunch of dudes, but not but just kind of leave them all on red and get ghosted and do all this stuff and live my party life, and it's all about the Instagram story and blah. Like, let them go and ruin their lives. Let them go and kill themselves doing all that. Just let them all just waste away, just okay. Oh, that's a bright idea. It's like if it was like your child or something. Oh yeah, that's a great idea, honey. Yeah, go do it. What is she talking about? Yeah, man. That's it. Women are too much. Enough said. That's the video.